Hi guys, today I'm going to talk about a website called Playposit. It was formerly known as Educated and it recently went through a name change to this Playposit. So I'm going to go ahead and log in. Now I have created both a teacher account and a student account so that I can show you what it looks like for the student. Okay, so when you create your teacher account, you are given a code, this code right here, and the students will use this code to access your class. Now this website is really neat because you can find videos online or choose videos that the website already has to offer on here, and you can embed questions in those videos to assess your students. So it's a great tool for formative assessment. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to create a video. So I'm going to create a video about the history of Thanksgiving. Now, they're particular about which websites you can use videos from. You can't just go to any website. They have to be certain ones that have school licenses. For example, right here it says accepts YouTube, Vimeo, TeacherTube, Google Drive, and SchoolTube. So I have already searched for a video on SchoolTube. And I'm going to go ahead and copy the link. Okay, and then paste it. So right here it gives you options to choose. If you didn't go to any of these websites right here, you can search for videos that are already on this website. You can browse through videos that have already been made and search for other particular videos. So I'm going to go ahead and continue. Okay, so for my lesson, I'm going to name it The History of Thanksgiving. Oops. And my learning objective is going to be, let's say, I can gather can't type. Information about the history of Thanksgiving. Okay, I really can't type. Okay. So here you can choose a grade level and you have different ones to choose from, and I'm going to choose K through 5th because we are elementary. And you can also choose the different subjects. It has many to offer, so I'm going to choose social studies. And you can also choose a subtopic for this. Let's say I'm going to say US history. And another neat thing about this is that you have the option right here to allow students for the video to rewind when questions pop up. That way they have a form going back. So I'm going to go ahead and do yes for that one. Now I'm going to go ahead and do a begin building. Okay, so as the video plays, I am going to go through different parts on here throughout the video, and I'm going to add questions at certain parts of the video. And another neat thing is this video is not very long, so it's great, it doesn't take up too much time. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and let the video play.
We're all familiar with the story of the first Thanksgiving, when the Pilgrims invited local Native Americans to share a meal with them. But we bet you didn't know Thanksgiving didn't become an annual tradition until more than 200 years later.
Okay, since I already went ahead and watched this video, I know where I want
just
to.
one big meal.
I know where I want to add.
Harvest. Just one big meal. It was a 3-day festival.
Okay, so right here I'm going to add a question. And you have right here, it says add question. And you're given the option to add either a multiple choice question, a free response, check all that apply. You have many options to choose from, fill in a blank. So I'm going to choose a multiple choice question. I'm going to say, how many days did Thanksgiving last? Okay, so I'm going to choose right here. I'm going to say 1. This one 3. And you can also add more. I'm going to say 4. Okay, and I went ahead and clicked this so that that's where the question. Actually, I'm going to make it a little bit further.
Entertainments in
I'm going to put it at
the Indian honor of Park gift hunt honor Park 5 for entertainments gifts for the just one first successful honor of the pilgrims.
I'm going to place the question at 29 seconds. Okay, so this is the correct answer, 3. I'm going to say save.
First successful harvest. The Indians killed 5 deer as gifts for the colonists.
Okay.
So venison was definitely on the first Thanksgiving menu. But we bet you didn't.
Okay, so I'm going to add another video right here because it just talked about what they ate. So I'm going to add a question. And for this one, I'm going to do a free response. I'm going to say, what was the main item on the menu? Oops. Okay. And I'm going to have a place there at 39 seconds. And I'm going to say...
No, that turkey was not. They also didn't have pumpkin pie or potatoes.
So I'm going to say that we're done for right now. I'm going to say finish build. And I have already created a class and I named it Social Studies. I'm going to assign it to that class. Let's say for this date. Let's make it due on the 11th. Okay, so I'm going to put save. Bulbs. Okay. So my video is already on there and the students can access it and there is a deadline for it. So I'm going to go ahead and log out. Oh, another thing is that this shows you can monitor students' data on here. It shows you the class grades. But right now I don't have any. So I'm going to go ahead and log out and I'm going to log in as the student. Okay, so I'm going to add a class and I'm going to use the code that was given to me earlier. Okay, for the class. Press search and it's right here, Social Studies. Done. Now I'll go on here and I can see the videos. And this was one that I had created earlier, but I'm going to go and choose this one.
We're all familiar with the story of the first Thanksgiving when the pilgrims invited.
So it has on here the review sheet. We're going to let it keep playing.
Local Native Americans to share a meal with them. But we bet you didn't know Thanksgiving didn't become an annual tradition until more than 200 years later. That first Thanksgiving in 1621 wasn't just one big meal. It was a 3-day festival of eating, hunting, and other entertainments in honor of the pilgrims.
Okay, so it paused right here at 28 seconds and it asked the question, how many days did Thanksgiving last? So click 3 and submit. Now when I press continue, it's going to keep playing until I get to the other questions that I embedded on here. So This is a really great tool to use in your class for formative assessment. Well, thank you guys so much for your time.